Hey Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In today's video, I am going to be closing out the third budget by Paycheck for the month of June, which is June 16th, 2023. So we have two bills due this week, Spectrum and Allstate. We're going to pay that back. I hope you guys are going to enjoy your weekend. You'll see this a week after, but I hope you enjoyed your weekend nonetheless. Let's look at the top priority again. It was Matthew 6 verses 24 to 25. Basically, don't worry about tomorrow. I'm still holding on to that verse strong this week. Like with everything I got, I'm holding it with a grip. Okay, so let's start with the giving bucket. We did plan for $70, and that's exactly what we're doing because that's the amount of income that we planned for is the income that we're using. All right. And then we give 10% of that. So our total giving for the week is still $70. And then the emergency fund, going over to savings bucket, is going to get $50. Nothing for annual bills at this time, nothing for next month's bills. So that's $50. We were working with a tight budget. I knew it at the beginning of the week, so nothing has really changed. I'm still going to invest $50 into my IRA. I'm trying as much as possible to build this up, and hopefully the dividends that get reinvested will help us too, so we can reach that $6,500 max. I'm also using the Zero Out Challenge. I'm saving money there every week. I don't know if I'll be able to do it this week, but that money is going, plus the interest that we earn, is going to the IRA at the end of the year. So let's see how much we can put into the Zero Out Challenge. For funds, purpose funds, we are going to do exactly what we planned. $5 to Christmas, $5 to clothing, $10 to transportation, and $12 to vacation. Vacation hasn't gotten any money in a while, so I'm glad to put something. So that is a total of $32 that we're transferring to those funds, which are different savings accounts. Then we have cash expenses. I still am going to keep the allocations as we plan. So this might be a little bit boring because it's simple. I'm just doing what I said I would with this paycheck. So $100 in cash that I pulled out. I want to finish one of my savings challenges this month, so I'm trying as much as possible to put all of the money in there so I can finish it and then deposit it into the bank. For bills that we have to pay, $280 is going towards July's rent. I already left behind $33 to pay this Allstate bill. It's $32.50, but I just left the 50 cents in there too, just to make it easy and keep the whole numbers. Same thing with Spectrum. Spectrum is actually $84.99, but I'm going to pay $85 to the credit card today to satisfy that. And that's $398 for bills and expenses. So that means we have a zero-based budget. Let me put this to the side. Let me move these over just a little bit. I hope you can see my calculator clearly. So we started with 700 minus 70 minus 50 minus 50 minus 32 minus 100 minus 398. Boom, we have a zero-based budget planned and executed. So 700 for income minus 700 for expenses. Every dollar got an assignment. And for our percentages, how much did we give? We gave 10%. That's easy because 70 divided into 700 is a tenth. And then for savings, we saved in our emergency fund, we're saving in our purpose funds, and that's $82. So 82 divided into 700 multiplied by 100 gives me 11.7% of this income that we used went to savings. And we invested $50. So 50 divided into 700 multiplied by 100 gives me 7.1% went to investing. All right, it's above 5, so praise God for that. So all right, now that that's done, I can go ahead and do some money moves. I'm going to start with the tithe and move that over into its separate account. Success. Tithe got $70. Next, I'm going to Zelle $50 to the emergency fund. This part is in Ally Bank. And Success, emergency fund got its $50. And then moving on to investing, I'm so happy to be investing again. Again. It's so helpful to do this. No matter how small the amount is, just keep putting money towards your investments. If you're not investing for your retirement, I believe it's important, okay? It's definitely important. So we're going to send $50 to Fidelity right now. And Success, $50 transfer to Fidelity. And this is the balance that we have remaining to contribute for the year 2023. So we have a lot of work to do, but I'm excited to at least put something every week. Funds, we're going to transfer a few. Christmas is with Capital One, so that's easy. I'm going to transfer it from the operating account to this Christmas savings account. Success, Christmas has $5, and I'm going to put a screenshot of what's currently in Christmas. I think it's about $80. So we're still working on it. Next up is clothing. I'm going to send $5 there. Success, clothing got $5. We emptied this out about a month ago so we could buy clothes for the little ones, and so I think we have $5 in there right now. Next up is transportation. That's getting $10. Success, transportation got $10. Vacation is a bucket in Ally, in that Ally savings account, so I'm going to Zelle $12 over there. Success, vacation got $12, and that's all of the funds. We sent stuff $32 digitally. $100 in cash is going to be stuffed on my other channel, Tasha's Money and Stuff. If you'd like to go and check that out and subscribe, you can do that. The video will be linked in the pinned comment. And then bills, this is staying behind in the operating account, so we won't move that. $33 was already sent or left behind in the other account, so I've already moved that money before I started closing out the budget today. And I'm going to pay $85 to the credit card for that Spectrum internet bill. All right, Success, or thank you for your payment. The payment is on time and covers the minimum due. I am still chipping away at the balance on here. If you watch my expense check-ins during the week, you know we have a bit of a balance, but what I'm doing is I'm making all the purchases, all the charges I need to, and then at the end of the month, we're going to clear it out. So now that all the money moves have been made, I'm going to move forward to my expense tracker so I can reconcile the account and make sure we have the correct balances, or balance. I said balances, correct balance we have. All right, so first things first, we started with $11.37 in the operating account before I started making money moves today, June 16th. The first move came from Capital One, and that was our giving. So we did send our tithe to a separate account where it comes from. So that would be a transfer for our tithe again, minus $70. So $11.37 minus 70 brings us to $10.67. 1067. Next move I made was to Zelle $50 to the emergency fund. So that happened. That's actually coming from Ally. It's a Zelle, or going to Ally emergency fund. So $50 minus, okay, 1017. Let me make sure that's right. 1067 minus 50 equals 1017. The next move I made was to send $5 to Christmas, and that is minus 5. It was to Christmas. It was a transfer, and the account it came from was Capital One. So minus $5 gives us $1,012. The next move I made was $5 to clothing. And that was a transfer. And it started with capital one. This is how I like to track. Not everybody is going to do it the same way, but I do like to make sure the numbers on my expense tracker are reflected on my online bank statement. So we have 1,007 as of right now. The next move was $10 to transportation. And minus $10 will bring us to $9.97. Okay, the next move that I made today was for vacation, and vacation got $12, and that was a Zelle, so it's a little different. Even though it hits automatically, it shows up different on the bank statement. So that was a Zelle, and it went to Ally. And so minus 12 brings us to $985 as a balance. And that's what's showing up right now. But I do know I also submitted a request to transfer $50 to Fidelity. So I'm going to write that in. And then also $85 to pay back the credit card, which is pending right now and it's not showing up in the balance. But I want to see the true balance here to see what I have to work with. So subtract the $50 that hasn't come out yet, but will. That leaves us with $935. And then the final payment, $85 going to Quicksilver, which is a payment. And initiate it from Capital One. So minus 85 brings us to $850 as a balance. So that $850 is what we're going to keep in the account for now. We're not touching it. We're leaving it right there because, again, we're saving up to pay our rent for next month. And that's how I reconcile my account. And I think that's everything. I feel like I want to send something to the Zero Out Challenge, but I don't want to dip into the cushion too much right now. I could, but then we wouldn't have zero on the end. And that's the whole point of the Zero Out Challenge, is to have zero on the end, So nothing to the Zero Out Challenge, but we have $95 in there, almost 96 with interest. So that's exciting. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's closeout for my week 3 paycheck for June. Just a quick recap. 10% went to giving, 11.7% was saved, and 7% was invested, and we paid some bills. So that's always a good thing. So I want to update my monthly budget right now because that is the next thing. We have paid Spectrum, and we have paid one of our Allstate policies, but I combine them on my monthly allocation section, so I'm not going to be able to write it in just yet because the second life policy hasn't been paid yet. But we did pay, I wrote it in $84.99. That's how much I said I was going to do, but I actually paid $85. So this is going to look a little bit messy, but not too bad. $85 paid for that, and that's it, because we're still working on transportation, emergency fund, investing, and I want to see how much we've already invested in our emergency fund, I should say, for the month. I was waiting for the plane to go by. So in the first week, we sent $25 to the emergency fund. In the second week, we sent $21.67. And in today, third week, we sent $50. So $96.67 so far out of $250 is what we budgeted. We've been working with a little bit less income, so we have $153 more to go in order to reach at least $250 sent to the emergency fund. I think we can do it I know we can do it. I'm hoping that I'll get paid from Google next month. So if you guys have it in your heart to watch some of the ads, let them play while you watch the videos, that would be great. I would really appreciate it. It's a really easy way to help creators who, you know, provide content on this platform to earn money. And that's another way to build us up. All right, while we're on our journey towards financial freedom, so much for being here. I appreciate you for sticking out as long as you did. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for doing all the YouTube things, and continue to mind your money, you guys. Manage it well. Live your lives abundantly. Bye for now.